Good afternoon, Ajahn. Today I'm going to summarize 5 English teaching approaches. The first one, grammar translation methods. Second, direct method. Third, audiolingual method. Fourth, suggestopedia method. And the last one, total physical response. The first one is grammar translation method, or we can say classical method. The objective of this method is to enrich the literature and language reading proficiency. It focuses on reading and writing skill rather than listening and speaking, and it takes vocabulary from reading text through translation and memory. The teachers teach in L1 with little active use of L2, and the teachers work as the knowledge transmitters and students as knowledge receiver. For the advantages, the teacher need a few specialized skills on particular topic, and students achieve maximum accuracy on target language. Students read the classical literature to develop their mental and intellectual abilities. Students have to memorize a lot of vocabularies, and these methods help students to improve reading and writing proficiency. For the disadvantages, students get less opportunity to practice and develop speaking skill and listening skill, and also interact with teachers. This method is focused on teacher centers accuracy, not fluency, and students fail to communicate with the real world. Second method is direct method or natural method. It focuses on lots of oral interaction, use of the language frequently, no translation, a little or no analysis of grammatical rule. Classroom instruction was conducted in the target language. Grammar was taught inductively from example to form, and teacher correct pronunciation and grammar. Both speaking and listening were taught in the class. Only everyday vocabulary and sentences were taught. First, the advantages is this method focuses on question answer pattern that the teacher need to ask question with the students. Student need to answer all the time, and spoken language and pronunciation grammar are taken into account. And this method, student we focus on student center. Instruction are given in the target language. For disadvantage in these methods, like it's not focused on reading and writing, not convenient for live classes, and it doesn't work well if the student prefer or are accustomed to be taught with grammar translation method. Third is oral lingual method or AMI method that focuses on oral skill, accurate pronunciation and grammar, response quickly and accurately in speech situation, and knowledge sufficient vocabularies to use with grammars. Language learning is habit formation. Mistakes should be avoided because it's bad. Language skills are learned more effectively if they are presented orally first than written form. For advantages, it develops listening and speaking skill using visual aid in vocabulary teaching like pictures, reliefs, or drawing. For disadvantage, behaviorist approach to learning is now degraded. That means the scholar won't accept this anymore. For talking about suggestopedia, it comes from the word suggestion plus pedagogy. It uses music in teaching, and this method focuses on teacher centers, and we have the cheerful classroom, good music, and classroom activity based on the dialogue, Q&A, game, and so on. For advantages of this method, like music can facilitate learning, right classroom environment helps students relax. Reading out loud helps students to learn. For disadvantages here, like raw music can be a distraction. Students won't participate in the class. And this method is work for children, not for adults. And this method also like lack a clear structures in teaching and not always feasible to use. The last one is total physical response. For the teacher, just modeling, and student just demonstration. Students are required to carry on the instruction by physically performing the activity. And there are four types of total physical response, such as they use body, they use object, they use pictures, and storytelling. For the advantages of the method, the student imitate the way a baby learns its first language, and the language enters the brain through the right hemisphere where understanding is stored. Speaking is stored in the left hemisphere, and this method is low stress and enjoyable for the student. For disadvantages in this method, like it's pleasure for the teachers, and we use for beginner, and we cannot teach everything. Thank you for your time and for your attention.